Chinese winter solstice soup, also known as Tong Yuan, is a very popular dish made once a year, full of flavor and totally hits a spot on a cold winter's night. Growing up, I have fond memories of going to the store with my parents. They would teach us how to pick the best and freshest ingredients. The soup is very simple to make. It uses flavor-rich ingredients like lapchang, daikon, Chinese black mushrooms, dried shrimp, and glutinous rice flour. Cut the Chinese preserved sausage or the lapchang into small discs. Next, for the Chinese mushrooms, they're usually purchased dry, so give them a good soak before you start to prepare them. Cut off and remove the hard stems, then slice the mushroom caps. The daikon, or the Chinese white radish, resembles a big white giant carrot in shape, but it's not peppery like other radish varieties. It provides a natural, mild sweetness to the soup. Simply peel the daikon, slice into discs, then slice the discs into sticks. Now for the highlight of the recipe, the dough balls, also known as the yunjies. These are made of glutinous rice flour and water. The flour has a sticky quality about it when cooked. Mix the rice flour with water until you get the consistency that is similar to Play-Doh, not too sticky and not too dry. Once you get your desired consistency, roll them into small balls. Tong Yuan, as it can be called in Chinese, apparently celebrates the last day of the longest hours of darkness and the onset of the longer daylight hours to come. This is typically eaten with the whole family, as it's also a meal significant of family reunions. As a kid, I remembered rolling these balls with my family every year. Now to make the savory broth. Boil half a pot of chicken broth. I used approximately 4 quarts of broth. Now add the rest of the ingredients, the daikon, lapchang, mushrooms, and the dried shrimp. Let it simmer for about 45 minutes. While the broth is cooking, let's start a separate pot of water to cook the dough balls. Gently place the dough balls into the boiling water. You'll know they're done once they become a bit translucent and begin to float. Gently scoop them out and place them in a colander. Now it's time to put it all together. Scoop some dough balls into a bowl and ladle the hot savory broth right on top. Now you can make it to celebrate the winter solstice or any night you're craving a bowl of hot, delicious soup.